Hey, what's going on? It's your girl Raina. This reading is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And we're gonna get right to it. So right now you're in the energy of the Eight of Cups. So someone has either walked away or is contemplating walking away from someone or something. Um, they want to renounce their emotional attachments to a person, place, or thing. And maybe it's time to move away from the outer world to have a sense of peace or a sense of direction and reflect. But the obstacle here is this Hierophant. And you could be in a committed relationship, or this is dealing with your job, because this is about conforming. And I feel like and the Hierophant is about power and conforming and control and rules and regulations and beliefs. So some of y'all could even be walking away from one religion and wanting to go into spirituality, but you hold a heavy belief system in your religion. Or some of y'all, are conformed because of these obligations that come with marriage and commitment. Some of y'all have certain traditions and belief systems that are blocking you or keeping you back or making you feel like you're in a box and you're unable, you want to walk away, but it's really hard mentally, psychologically to you know change that mindset. But this is, if it's dealing with work, you may be reliant on this job for your finances. You may be relying on your husband or your wife for financial support, and these things may be holding you back or keeping a divorce from happening. It also could be a child that maybe you're in this marriage, but what's keeping you there as a child. um and you could and also it could be naive. There could be a sense of a little bit of being naive. Also, if it is a religion and it is a mind state, I feel like as a child, we absorb everything through our subconscious mind. And with the Page of Cups, this is, you know we're very sensitive as a child. And whatever our parents teach us, that's what we know and that's what we hold. And as a child, we have to, as an adult, we then begin to see life for what it is for ourselves, because we experience it. And we get put on to new spiritual beliefs and different religions, or you get into spirituality, whatever, any type of religion or different belief systems, you begin to come into as an adult, where you can get out of your that tradition or that conditioning that your parent or society had on you. So that could be what is holding you back from this type of belief, or this belief system, because you want to tune in more into your spirituality. You have the Two of Wands here in your subconscious position. I feel like something is holding you back. You can't make a decision right now. You're not realizing that it is you who needs to make the decision. That you are an individual. Okay, you are an individual at the end of the day. Even if you're in a commitment or you belong to some religious cult or whatever, you are the individual. And I feel like some of y'all don't feel like you can stand alone in this. You can't make decisions alone. Or you just, because you're indecisive, you're feeling like you're in a rock and a hard place. You may not want to be wrong. I mean, you don't want people to size you up, because you may disagree with what was taught to you or what someone else wants. So you may feel like you can't move right now. You have the King of Pentacles in your conscious position. Now, if this comes to work, I feel like you have the resources or even the knowledge to cultivate or find a way to produce money, or whether it be an investment, or you may have a good background as far as your education. So it's like, don't put yourself in a box. Like, know that you have what it takes to survive here in this world. Like, you know, where you can support yourself, you can support your family, you can have the security and stability that you want and you desire. I mean, maybe you are living in a box, and or you feel like you need to work for somebody else, when in reality you can work for yourself. Maybe as a kid you always dreamed working for this company, or you were programmed to believe you should work for this company, but now it's like you need to go off into your own thing, because you will be successful, but it's like you just got to walk away from it. Some of y'all could be dealing with your husbands or your wives, and you know you may be dependent on this person, or you may feel like you know you may feel like you don't have the resources enough to be out on your own. But here with the emperor, this talking about taking accountability. This is talking about making decisions, setting boundaries. Um, Again, this is about being an authority seat. Maybe you have to make decisions when it comes to money, or when it comes to this commitment or this divorce. And it's like you are needing to know that it's gonna come a time when you're gonna have to take responsibility for yourself and be able to make decisions, practical decisions, and what's best for you and yours. Okay. There's a lot of stubborn energy here. That's another thing. You know, I don't know if you feel conformed, because I just feel like it's a lot of authority and there's a lot of power. And maybe you're just very sensitive. Maybe you're very sensitive, and or there's children involved, or you just this was your dream to get married or have this job, or you were just programmed to believe in a certain way, and it's like you have a hard time getting out of these traditions. And the emperor is like taking your power back, knowing that you do have authority over yourself, and you can make decisions for yourself. You can set boundaries, um, and you too can make practical decisions. I feel like you do have the resources to do so. So even if there's issues when it comes to work, I feel like, you're going to have to make that decision, okay? A practical decision. If it comes to a divorce, this is where the individual has to know that decisions need to be made, and accountability needs to happen, and being practical will be the best thing right now. But I just feel like there's a lot of authority figures, and it's like don't feel like you don't have a voice. Don't feel like you can't make a decision, because you too are an individual. Even if this is you in a group or you in a commitment, you too have an authority seat. You too know that you need to know that you can set boundaries, you can make decisions. It's like you got to take your power back. You got to know that you matter, and your voice needs to be heard, and your decisions matter. And it's time to put on those big girls drawers, or put those boots on, and actually begin to take a stance, and don't back down. You know what I'm saying? But also take accountability for yourself and your children if they're involved. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm seeing for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.